What's up YouTube, Saf here on SuperSaf TV, and this is my first look and impressions of the Samsung Galaxy Note 8. There's been plenty of anticipation, lots of leaks and rumors, so it's finally nice to see it in the flesh, and it looks absolutely great. Yes, it looks a lot like the S8 and S8 Plus, but that's not a bad thing at all in my opinion. I've already said that the S8s are some of the best looking devices out there, and the Note 8 joins them comfortably. There's a metal frame with curved symmetrical Gorilla Glass 5 panels on the front and back, which make it look and feel very premium, and we've still got IP68 water and dust resistance. The Note 8, however, is a little bit more squared on the edges, which goes in line with the Note series. Now up front is the infinity display with those minimal bezels, which looks absolutely beautiful. We've still got an 18.5:9 aspect ratio, and it's slightly larger compared to the S8 Plus, coming in at 6.3 inches. It's Super AMOLED with a Quad HD Plus resolution. This means that colors are vibrant, blacks are deep, and details are very sharp and crisp. This is definitely one of the best displays out there. On the top side of the front is an 8 megapixel front-facing camera with an f1.7 aperture, and we've also got the iris scanner, which does work really well. At the bottom side of the front, we don't actually have anything other than the pressure-sensitive on-screen home button, but things get interesting when we turn the device around. Now the first thing that you notice on the back is one of the main features of the Note 8, and that is the dual camera setup. This is the first flagship from Samsung that has a dual camera setup. Both cameras are 12 megapixels with optical image stabilization. We have a primary wide angle camera with an f1.7 aperture, as well as the dual pixel autofocus. And then we have a secondary telephoto camera with an f2.4 aperture, and this is going to give you 2 times optical zoom. As well as that, it's going to allow you to blur the background for your portrait, something we've seen on other devices before. But one of the cool features on the Note 8 is that you can take images from both cameras at the same time. Now I'm going to be doing lots of camera tests with the Note 8 as soon as I've got the retail unit, and definitely let me know in the comments below which device you'd like me to compare the Note 8 to SuperSaf style. Now one of the things I know some of you may be disappointed about is that we still have the fingerprint scanner at the top near the cameras. This time around, however, we do have the heart rate sensor and the LED flash in between, and this will mean that you're not going to be touching the cameras as much as you may have done previously. And it does look like we're going to have to wait till next year to have fingerprint scanners embedded within the display. On the top is a SIM card tray, which also has space for a micro SD card. And although you do already get 64 gigabytes here as a base, which is pretty good, it's always nice to know that you can expand that. On the right hand side is a power button, which you can also double press to quick launch the camera. And on the left hand side is a volume rocker, as well as a dedicated button for Bixby, which is Samsung's very own AI assistant. Now this also supports Bixby Vision as well as Bixby Voice. I've been playing around with Bixby Voice recently, and I do quite like it because you can take actions deep within apps, something you can't do with many other AI assistants. Now Bixby Voice is being rolled out on the Samsung Galaxy S8, but should come out of the box on the Note 8 depending on which region you're in. Now moving on to the bottom, we've got a single bottom facing speaker, and some of you guys will be pleased to know that we still do have the 3.5mm headphone jack. And the Note 8 will also come with AKG headphones out of the box like we had with the S8s. There's a USB Type-C input, and this does support fast charging. You've also got fast wireless charging on the Note 8 with a 3300 mAh battery. And finally, we have the S Pen. Now this is what makes the Note series unique to many other devices. And this time around, it's water and dust resistant. And we've got lots of the features that we already like off-screen memo. So when the display is off, you can just go ahead and write something, and that will stay there because of the always on display. It's definitely useful for things like reminders. But we've also got some new features this time, like being able to highlight lines of text and translating them live. Over 30 languages are supported. Now I'm going to be spending lots more time with the S Pen, and I'll be doing more detailed coverage later on when I've got my retail unit. Now powering the device, we've got Android version 7.1.1 with Samsung skin on top. And then we've got the Qualcomm Snapdragon 835 processor or Samsung's Exynos 8895, depending on which region you're from. And this time around, we've got 6 gigabytes of RAM. This is to really help with multitasking, something which Note devices have been known for. And as well as your standard multi-window, you also have a new feature called App Pair, which is going to let you open 2 apps with 1 click in multi-window. this looks really, really cool. So guys, that is the Samsung Galaxy Note 8. As a lot of you guys know, I have been a fan of the Note series for a long time. And following the situation with the Note 7 last year, I've really been looking forward to the Note 8. And I have to say, I am impressed overall. Pre-orders of the Note 8 begin from the 24th of August, and it will start shipping from the 15th of September. What do you guys think of the Note 8? Definitely drop me a comment below and let me know your thoughts. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. If you did, then please do hit that thumbs up button for me. It really does help me out. If you haven't already, then be sure to subscribe and switch on notifications. There's plenty more Note 8 content coming up on here. Thanks for watching. This is Saf on SuperSaf TV, and I'll see you next time.